buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner talking home run. Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now. All now, top corner like all in. Lick the fire when you doubt it, now I'm all in. Put me with the best, bring the stars in. Undefeated mode, no false.
Hey, what's up guys? Hey, welcome back to the show. Hey, we're in the middle of setting up the range, but wanted to kind of let you know what we're working on today. So today is all about pistol basics. We're gonna be focusing primarily on sight alignment. We'll touch a little bit on stance, things of that nature, but it's really just about sight alignment today. It's gonna be short and sweet. And I'll kind of show you guys a couple things. I'll have my little laser pistol. I'll have actually I don't have my guides, but I'll show you guys later on in the video my little sight alignment guides that I use to kind of teach some of my students, friends, family members, whatever, on better sight alignment. So that's what's gonna occur on today's episode. It's all about sight alignment, and thanks for tuning in, and we're gonna get right into it. All right. All right, so we just finished up the rifle portion. Brian and Clay are still here. We're gonna be going into pistol now, all right? Pistol's a whole different beast. I could probably spend hours talking about different things when it comes to fundamentals, sight picture, sight alignment. This is gonna be like literally a 2 to 3 5-minute deal. So we're back here with the shape target. One of the things that I see with a lot of new shooters, beginner shooters, is not only just kind of like their stance, right? You got some shooters kind of shooting off to the side, you know, shooters shooting super far forward. Ultimately, it's whatever you're comfortable, you know, as far as your stance and position, but there are more efficient ways, efficient stances that you can use to have a much, you know, stable platform or base to be able to effectively engage. And that, for me, just, you know, from shooting thousands, tens of thousands of rounds, pistol rounds, that kind of has that combat stance, or starts with the combat stance, where your lead foot, your support foot, in a sense, is kind of a little bit forward. Your feet are roughly, you know, shoulder width apart, and you've kind of got your power foot just a little bit behind you. It's almost like that fighting stance, right? You're ready to fight. For me, I find that to be one of the more stable stances for me to accurately shoot and engage targets. From there, one of the things I want to focus more on the accuracy of the fundamentals. Once you get the pistol out of holster, I can talk all day about the mechanics of the draw, the holster setup, presentation, but what I'd like to do is focus on my handy dandy little training pistol here, my SIRT pistol, okay? This is a laser pistol, and it basically has a shot indicator. If you can see there, basically that green little laser light. Every time I pull that trigger, it shows me generally where that impact potentially would be. So we're discussing today about kind of more or less shot placement, all right? So one of the things, before we get into the laser here, is for a lot of my students, a lot of my students that I teach, I kind of show them like where that sight placement should look, all right? We talk about sight alignment, whether it's aligned, you know, it should be equal height, equal light, somewhere about here. Now, this can also help you figure out where your shots are, what it's doing, where those impacts are at. Generally, right, if your shots are super low, down here somewhere in that ballpark, it's one of two things generally. It's either anticipation of the shot and you're kind of just, you know, jerking or slapping that trigger a little bit to where you're dropping them a little bit low just via that anticipation, or it could be improper sight alignment to where that front sight post, which is this one, is maybe a little bit low at the time that you're actually pulling the trigger, right? So just something that you can use to remember equal height, right? So that front and rear sight are equally aligned, and equal light, right? I got equal light on the right side, equal light on the left side. So this is bad, that's bad. This is generally good, okay? So if you remember that, that will help a lot of things when it comes to shot placement. So I'm actually gonna have Brian up here demoing some of the stuff. Again, I've got the shapes and colors board up here to help you identify and recognize different targets that you wanna engage and process that information. So I got here my CERT pistol. You guys can go check them out, Next Level CERT. It's a great training tool. So as you can see here, as I'm presented out, I've got a good stance. I'm not worrying about drawing from the holster. I'm really more or less worrying about my impacts. So if you can see that laser there, if a lot of my impacts are a little bit low, it's probably because, again, like I said, my front sight post, right now I'm aiming down my sights. The front sight post's a little bit low, and I'm gonna pull that trigger and it's probably gonna be low. So 1, 2, 3. It's low. There you go. Now, one of the other things too is if your impacts are off to the left right here, it's probably because of your sight alignment again. And I go back to these guys where generally if you're, excuse me, let me rotate this around, front sight post, rear sight post right here, if your sight is looking something like that, that is more than likely going to cause your shots to be off to the left. If your front sight post and rear sight post is looking like this, that is generally going to cause your shots to be over here to the right. If your front sight post and rear sight post look something like that, where it's a little bit high with those dots, your shot is probably going to be somewhere high like that, all right? So again, equal height, equal light, and that will kind of tighten up and dial in your shot group so you can hit exactly where you're trying to shoot, okay? So we're going to get Brian over here right now. He's going to demo it. I'm gonna try to get him to induce some of these things and basically directly, all right, throw his shot off so that way you can see when your sights aren't aligned where that shot most likely will impact. He's gonna intentionally anticipate, he's gonna intentionally drop his shot and he's gonna pull them high, right, left and right, and he's gonna do all the bad things that you're not supposed to do. And then from there, he's gonna apply the right fundamentals and you should see his shot groups tighten up, okay? So we're gonna demo that right now. All right, guys, so Brian's here. He's gonna be my test dummy to kind of show you guys exactly what we were just talking about as far as, trigger, finger placement on the trigger, sight alignment, things of that nature. We're not going to go in depth into many of the other things that I would over, I don't know, an hour-long video. This is to kind of keep it short and sweet. We're just focusing on sight alignment primarily and a little bit about stance. Now, he's going to come out of the holster sort of administratively. He's not going to try to do any sort of crazy fast draw or anything like that. And we're just going to talk through some of the things that you probably shouldn't do and what will most likely cause your shots to be off. Now, one thing before Brian goes hot here is that he's shooting a SIG with a red dot. Now, understand that a lot of you guys may not own a red dot on your pistol, but oh, guess what? I've got, just a Glock 19 here with just regular, iron sights. So I'll demo that for you guys. So, okay, Brian, so what we're gonna do right now, we'll get you out of the holster administratively, nothing crazy here. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to anticipate, okay? I want you to drop your shot low, okay? So do whatever you need to do. There you go, okay? So he's aiming, if you guys didn't see, if you guys can come up a little bit right here, he was aiming kind of right here at this blue triangle. He dropped his shot low. He was using his red dot and he either jerked the trigger fast or jerked it down, anticipating that shot, and he dropped it low. Okay, so we'll back you guys on up a little bit right now. All right, Brian, so what I want you to do is I want you to aim a little bit high. Now this is different, okay, with the red dot. It's kind of hard to visualize this because all you have is a single dot, but if your shots are, basically impacting high, left or right or low, your red dot is pretty much all you've got to sight in. So these are things that you can sort of tighten up. All right, Brian, so we're gonna go administratively out of holster. I want you to just pull the shot high, okay? You're just gonna pull it high. All right, pull the shot high right there. So you can see, kind of way off. And usually that's due to kind of really rushing the shot and not lining your sights up, okay? Okay, Brian, so we're gonna do this 2 shots, all right? One on the left, one on the right. We're gonna pull those, okay? Right, you ready? All right. Okay. Easy day, as you can see there. All right, one's there a little bit to the left, one's there a little bit to the right. All right, now Brian, I want you to take your time, apply the fundamentals, proper alignment with the red dot, and it should be just dead center. Okay. All right, come on up, guys. You can see here he's aiming on the orange circle. This was his first shot right here. And again, nice tight group. All right, he's starting to kind of break into the lines right there. Okay, so that's him applying the fundamentals. It's different but the same when it comes to a red dot. Now what I'm gonna do is demonstrate that with good old, iron sights here on this Glock 19. All right, let's do it. I was looking for the serrated edges on the front of this thing. All right, I'm gonna start off with the second line orange circle right there for you. And again, I'm gonna try my best to drop this shot low. All right, there you go. And I could see the front of my front sight post dip down. I could see a lot more of my rear sight post, okay? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna aim high, and it should be just over that circle. And as you can see, if you can follow my barrel right here, you're gonna see my front sight post up just a little bit higher. And that was way high. I was aiming pretty high. I'm gonna drop this down a little bit lower. There you go, all right? So as you can see, improper alignment with my sights, completely was outside of where I was trying to shoot. Now I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna pull this one left. Now as I'm looking from my front to rear sight, I'm gonna just shift this dot over to the left, and you're gonna see me pull that shot over to the left. There you go, okay? In between the yellow and the orange circle on the second line, again, I'm going to hold my front sight post a little bit to the right, and it's gonna be a little bit between the orange circle that I'm aiming at and the blue circle. Just like that. As you guys can see here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have equal height, all right? Equal height on my front sight, equal light in between my front and my rear sight, and I'm probably going to hit somewhere right in the dead center. All right, let's back it on up. Okay, right there, and I'm gonna repeat it. Okay guys, keyhole that shot. There you go, super simple. Just apply the fundamentals, apply the proper sight alignment. As you can see here, there it is. Give you guys another look at it. That is good sight alignment right there, okay? Okay, so I know, short and sweet for this demo right here. I hope you guys got something out of this video. It's always good to bring things back to the basics. I know a lot of videos that I make here on the channel, it's a lot of high speed stuff or whatever, right? It's all about the basics and then speeding things up. So appreciate you guys for sticking around with me on today's episode, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Also, don't forget to check out the merch at tsodshop.com. We got hats, we've got tanks, hoodies, whole 9 yards. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and I will see you guys again next time on the TSOD channel. Peace.